Yo, B-Rock681 here. Today is a Wednesday. We're going to talk about three things: short distance, short to mid, and mid to long. And I have all three. And I'm going to show you guys the difference in the wingspan and what I consider to be short, mid to long. Stay tuned. I'm coming back at you. Coming back at you right here. Let's start out with the sprinter to mid distance. I consider this pigeon a sprinter to mid. Now this is a cock bird right here. Keep in mind the cocks, they're gonna be a little bit bigger than the hens, but this cock right here, he's a small body cock. He's not very large. He's a small cock, medium-sized cock, as you can see. I spread his wing. He's got a short wing. It's not a long wing, but he's got a nice step to it. And the three end feathers almost line up together. This is out of my Gabby family. The mother, without looking up the records, of course, I have to find out who's the mother because I always kept the same cocks and I introduced them to different hens. So you see the wing. Has a tremendous step, deep step, and I'll show you guys the difference. Now he has much of a medium-sized blade. It's not quite big of a blade, but it's a medium blade, and the three end feathers almost line up. I like that. Like I said, people, he's a cock. This is what I classified in my loft: sprint to mid, short distance from, let's say, from a 100, 150. To a 200, possibly up to 250. This bird will be up in the front with the leaders. And this is a cock. Coming back at you with a medium, mid distance to long. Everybody, coming back at you again. Now this pigeon here, to me, in my loft, is a mid to long distance. He's a much larger body pigeon, larger cockbird, blue bar, same family. This father is the same father to the other one. Now if I open up this wing here and I show you what a longer wingspan he has, as you can see, the three end flights are almost the same. He's got a short of a step and longer out. The primaries are longer, the secondaries are shorter. Just showing everybody the difference between mid to long. He's got longer secondaries right here. They're deeper, so he'll be able to stay on that wing a lot longer than the other pigeon. This is also out of my Gabbies. This bird right here, as you can see, Gabby cock, bred in 2013, band number 361. Right here, as you can see the bird. This is what I classify for the 300-mile race, 350. I've never raced old birds, so I'm pretty sure you can do up to a 600. And it almost has that third bar. My Gabbies tend to have that third bar. Again, people, I'm just sharing with everybody on a Wednesday, my blue bars. By the way, I have to get rid of some breeders, so if anybody's interested, let me know. These are the blue bars. Gabby family. All right, people, I'm off for this. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna show the display them in the cages. Okay, so everybody from left to right, the blue bar hen is gonna be a Jansen base, straight Jansen from both sides. The one in the center is gonna be either Jansen with Gabby or Peppermint Gabby. Now, without me looking at the records or the band numbers, I can't tell you who the mother is, but definitely all my blue bars were all Gabbies. So therefore, as you go through and you look at the differences, from a small pigeon, Jansen, you go to a mid-sized pigeon, and then you go from a medium to big, and then all the way to a large pigeon. So I try to cover basically all the races. If I know if I'm gonna have races in young birds between 100 to 350 miles, I try to insert in the races the bloodlines. I research it and I look at what I feel would fly for those races under the conditions. So keep in mind, when I do this, I look at the records, I look at the parents, where did I breed them, who's the parents, and I continue to do that every week as I find out what the weather's like, what's the distance, so forth and so on, people. So remember, when you race, you always try to look at the weather factor, and you always see what you're breeding with, what you're working with. So in your loft, in your top 10 percentile or your top 20, you have to look at the pigeons that are coming in. So everybody starts out with the Jansen base. Of course, Jansen you could put with anything. You could put with Gabbies, you could put with the Husky Van Riels, you could put them with the Trentons. Those are all long distance birds. The Peppermints are long distance birds. You know, it's Sion's a long distance bird. It all depends what you're trying to achieve. So keep in mind, people, this is what I do here at the Three-Way Loft / AKA Taino Loft. I started out as Three-Way, now I'm Taino Loft. B-Rock 681. Just want to show you one of my blue checker cock. This has the shadow line in it. Mother side. Father side, the father was a Canada cock. He went by the blue water cock. His wing, it's a short, but you see the 3M flights. They're not as sharp, they're more rounder. And look at this crustacean. The wattle, he's got a small beak. He's got a wicked eye. He's bred good pigeons for me. This bird is about for retirement. He's also a 2011 bird. 2011. He can still produce. But I figure I share with everybody my blue checker. I didn't breed out of no children, out of none of these, because this year, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna fly or not. I'm still indecisive. I have a few that I'm breeding in my other loft, but as far as like particular birds that I have here, it all depends. But it's too late in the season now for me to start breeding out of these guys, only because it's already late in the season to breed. Now we get mosquitoes, a lot of heavy rains, and just makes it tough for everybody, meaning the birds and myself. Just sharing with everybody, you know, trying to make a day go by. But I have plenty of his children. I got some of his brothers, and he probably will be up for sale also as well, if anybody's interested. People, I hope that this helps, and I explain to everybody out there the birds that I fly. what I'm currently working with and I've been working with. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, I understand. We can all agree to disagree. But this is what I'm working with. These are my Gabbies, my Jansen, my Peppermints, and have a couple of different lines. But just all I can say is keep them flying. Remember, I ain't no love. Be Rock 681. Please like, share, subscribe.